Okay, we're going to look at solving recurrence relations. To find A and B. Okay, best explained by just going straight into an example. So let's try a couple of examples. This example 1. Okay, example 1. A recurrence relation is defined by un plus 1 equals aun plus b. If u1 equals 5, u2 equals 9.5, and u3 equals 20.75, find A and B. Okay, right. Now, first thing, we know that with a recurrence relation, the previous term is given by un and the subsequent term is given by un plus 1. So if I said that the previous term was 5, then that means the subsequent term would be 9.5. So we could plug that into an equation then and say, right, if the previous term is 5, that would be 5 times A plus B, and then the subsequent term would be 9.5. Now, if the previous term was 9.5, then the subsequent term to that would be 20.75. So if the previous term was 9.5, the subsequent term is 20.75. So let's just go over that again. So the previous term is given by un, the subsequent term is un plus 1. So if the previous term is 5, then that means the subsequent term is 9.5. If the previous term is 5, the subsequent term is 9.5. That gives me an equation 1. If the previous term is 9.5, then the subsequent term is 20.75, and that gives me an equation 2. And you can maybe guess what's going to happen next is that I can solve to find A and B by using simple simultaneous equations from National 5. So dead easy to eliminate B here. We're going to do equation 2 take away equation 1. So 20.75 take away 9.5 is going to give me 11.25. 9.5a take away 5a is 4.5a, and then b take away b will cancel out. This then a equals 11.25 over 4.5, and that will give me for a 2.5. Okay, we can then find b by subbing a equals 2.5 into one of the equations. Both these equations are pretty easy to sub into, so just don't think about it too much, just grab one. Okay, so we're going to sub a equals 2.5 into equation 1. So that's 9.5 equals 5 lots of 2.5 plus b. 9.5 equals 5 lots of 2.5 is 12.5 plus b. And then b is equal to 9.5 take away 12.5, and b equals minus 3. Final answer then, a equals 2.5 and b equals minus 3. Okay, example 2. The first 3 terms of a recurrence relation un plus 1 equals aun plus b are u1 equals 14, u2 equals 12, and u3 equals 10. Okay, and the question's asking me to find A and B. Okay, so the previous term is un, the subsequent term is un plus 1. Okay, so the previous term, if I take the previous term to be 14, that would be 14a plus b. and the subsequent term would be 12. However, if the previous term is 12, then the subsequent term is 10. So if the previous term is 12, the subsequent term is 10. Okay, so that's my two equations. Equation 1, equation 2. Okay, so let's do equation 1 take away equation 2. 12 take away 10 is 2. 14a take away 12a is 2a, and b take away b cancels out. A is equal to 2 over 2, and a is equal to 1. And then sub a equals 1 into one of the equations. Doesn't matter, both easy. I'm going to sub it in equation 1. So that will be 12 equals 14 lots of 1 plus b. 12 equals 14 plus b. B is equal to 12 minus 14, and b is equal to minus 2. Final answer, a equals 1, b equals minus 2. Okay, example 3. For the reconciliation, un plus 1 equals mun plus c. U2 equals 20. U3 equals 16. And U4 equals 14. The question's asking me to find M and C. Now there's different variables here. It's not A and B, but it's not a big deal. Okay, just apply the same logic to it. Okay, so if I first of all take the previous term to be 20, then the subsequent term would be 16. Okay, so the previous term is 20, the subsequent term is 16. So that would be 20m plus c would be equal to the subsequent term, which is 16. However, if I take the previous term to be 16, then the subsequent term would be 14. Equation 1, equation 2. Equation 1 take away 2, 16 take away 14 is 2. Is equal to 20m take away 16 is 4m, and c take away c cancels out. M equals 2 over 4. Simplify that down to either 0.5 or 1/2. I'm now going to sub m equals 1/2 into one of the equations. So random, they're both easy. I'm going to put it into equation 2. 14 equals 16 lots of 1/2 plus c. 16 lots of 1/2 is 8. 14 equals 8 plus c. C is equal to 14 minus 8, and c is equal to 6. Okay, have a go at this one, and we'll pick that up on Monday.